frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what, and it feel like yeah.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Come on, set. 60-or.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Mike check 33, bring it.
Ready?
From the gun, Beck, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry for Nick Chubb. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check down, check me out. Kill.
Hey, 18. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch right, watch right.
Yo, 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 go, go.
65.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Back. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there. And they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready to break.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Watch the out. Shift, shift.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 24.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50 seconds, Mike.
Hey, echo.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jenkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch it.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5. And the Bears first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Alert.
SOS.
Red,
Now Trubisky on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Bears.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check. Hey, ball.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Bears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
33.
Operating from the gun. Back. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun. Back. It's complete to Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 5. Get it.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Yep. Hey, Zoo. Now.
Throwing on first down. Back. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Look at me. Go.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got it to Williams. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Single slot. Eyes on 10. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, alert 3.
Alert.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Put up. 180.
It's our time. Check 3.
Move.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
180. Ran. 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything.
Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike check 33.
Operating from the gun. Back. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the counter with Cook. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a handoff looking right. Past the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 12-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
The 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
You don't want it. Hey, check my 33. Check my step.
To throw on third down. Beck. And Diggs has it. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
58's the line. 58's the line.
On first and 10, Beck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on second and 10. Beck. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now Trubisky on third and long. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 18. Check 26. Ran. Alert.
On first down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
58, right over there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Beck. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike, 20.
2nd and 4. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, back. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Mills trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Ready.
Off play action. Beck. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert, 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 alert. Hands up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Bears 1st down.
Not
today, you are. Not today.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Ran, up.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. how can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We play to win. Let's go.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away, and now it's down to a one-score game.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ran, go.
Now it's Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Roll. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Hey, Echo. Snap.
Throwing again. Beck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Beck. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Wide, get wide. Check 43.
Let go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Back. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, back. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there. I have no reason to believe he won't.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Back. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. The 40. The 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bears 49, Vikings 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.